Deng Xiaoping, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, from memory, paramount leader of China into the 1990s, spelled out the wisdom of the East and the strategic course of the future in his diktat of 24 characters. Ahem. Observe calmly. Secure our position. Cope with affairs calmly. Hide our capacities and bide our time. Be good at maintaining a low profile. Never claim leadership. 4 more characters were added later, ahem, and make some contribution. That was in the Clinton era, so nobody worried and everyone was happy. History had ended, the millennium was imminent and arrived, as Obama approved. Obama cured global warming, after all, until Trump ruined everything. The United States would have gotten better, not worse, if we had the wisdom to match our power, but as one declines, so does the other. Power, wisdom. I don't mean a Chinese wisdom, because different circumstances require different responses, but analogous. Alas, the bright American spirit has grown dull, exponentially more unserious and irrational. The pragmatism of the hard-scrabble Yankee farmer has presented its backside for the pleasure of the ballroom popinjay. Is my metaphor inept? I remember a Greek who once told me, ahem, all American students want to do is dance. That was in the 90s too, so we see the streams of history, even though history has ended. America is still, somehow, first among nations, rudderless tramp steamer though it be. I used to think it was like having a dance-happy teenager make all the family decisions. How naive I was. Dance happy. What a mild rebuke. Pansexual now. No need to dance. It might arouse a hormone, other than the ones for being triggered. No teenagers now. Not even a gerontocracy. There must be a word for it. Government by the demented. Oh, yeah. The Biden administration. So few leaders. Popularity polls to select politicians, and if you recall your teenager days, popular kids are not generally the smart ones. 8 years as president may seem like a long time, enough for long-range planning. And there have been 13 presidents in my lifetime, and I'm not 104 years old. There is no ruling body of wise human persons vested with promoting the interests, not of some contributors list, but of the next generation and the one after that. The wrongly named Senate, supposed to indicate wisdom rather than mere age, the Senate ought to fill that need for sensible planning, but on the other hand, everyone ought to be happy and healthy. That old-fashioned idea of public office as a public trust, an almost sacred position that requires self-sacrifice. The idea is obsolete, disfavored, hateful. Patriarchy, cis, race, genital pronouns, outre. Societies move like pendulums back and forth, but it's not vertical movement, upward progress. Experience shows almost always decadence somehow. How is that possible? Always getting more decadent. It's like fractals, like Mandelbrot sets. However depraved things get, there are yet even deeper hells. Wouldn't it be grand? A noble spirit taking hold in American governance, and a generation that knows not Pharaoh, rising up and casting down the idols, the lingam and yoni, interchangeable fetishes, rising and plunging like maypoles and Venuses. It has happened before, for all that depravity is a law, a subcorollary of entropy, just identified by me. It's mere wishing, though. The hard fact is this scow of state has no direction, this ferry. The current feeble hand at the tiller is as likely to fall lifeless as to pilot. Captain, oh captain, no captain. Lower and lower in narrowing gyres downward. Drill, baby, drill, to hell. It's unseemly is all, unbefitting, short-term goals, or rather chaotic, hatred of energy independence, borders open to every criminal, unwinnable wars, generational blood enemies. I am too delicate to go on. There is an irresistible and fatal flaw in our character. Dance, baby, dance. We are a great people because of what we have been, has been, a star on history's stage, getting the hook, powerful the way someone with really bad intestinal gas has power. There is an understudy, or a rising star, rather. China has ambitions beyond Taiwan. What is the Chinese character, counterpart of the American? Well, simply authoritarian. Of all national characters, American is most benevolent, albeit unserious. The world should fall on its face and thank whatever God it worships for kindly, stupid, old Uncle Santa. These are serious times, yet another hinge of fate, like a trap door or something aspirational. There's a checklist that would determine which, a list of serious problems that need to be resolved. The historian Arnold Toynbee wrote of challenges and responses. Well, here we are. Islamism is currently most about Jew hatred. Outspending and having a bigger military just seems like a waste of resources. Hardly even has any meaning. It's not working for Ukraine. Old solutions do not apply. What then? Wisdom, a paradigm shift, whatever. The most vapid of generalities. A stranger with his hand behind his back may be holding a club. Children will take it for a baseball bat. Can we learn a lesson without it being a 9/11? All we learn from that is surveillance. Being the jolly fat guy at the party doesn't make us loved. Love has nothing to do with it. China gets it right. Plan, 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 and then plan again, and then once more, then some more. Mao called us a paper tiger. He was wrong. We are a real tiger, but a tame one, spayed or neutered. Mao wasn't capable of understanding America. Tojo got it right. A sleeping giant, dreaming with no higher cognitive functions. Dreams are not plans. What then? Wisdom learns and adapts. So, observe calmly. Let other people be distracted by emotion. Secure our position. Whether or not the ice is thin, it is slippery. Cope with affairs calmly. We've been here before. These are precepts we should hold. As for hiding our capabilities or biding our time or keeping a low profile or never claiming leadership, these are very un-American ideas, and they apply to someone else who is very serious about following them and who might gain the whole world for doing so. China. We shall see. Mao was a venomous serpent, a dragon, a child of lies, and anything he ever uttered of truth, he did so only by coincidence. Paper tiger? More and more. As for that final precept of always making a contribution, well, that's what Tiggers do best. Here, have some money and citizenship. And now, the punchline. China has an updated slogan, a fresh set of 24 characters from Chairman Xi Jinping for national rejuvenation by 2049, 25 years from now. Is Xi just a Biden, muttering and blustering and wandering and stumbling? Well, Peking is not Delaware. Biden's policy is surely succinct. Don't hurt me, please, sir. Don't take away my ice cream. Don't vote for Trump. As for China, 24 characters. Observe. In English, be calm. Keep determined. Seek progress and stability. Be proactive and go for achievements. Unite under the Communist Party. Dare to fight. This is from a news article. It's linked in the description. Quote, at the People's National Congress, Xi used strong language against the U.S., vowing to modernize China's military to make it a great wall of steel, calling on the country to step up efforts to defend national security amid mounting tensions with the United States, end quote. Xi demanded, quote, greater self-reliance in science and technology at a time when the U.S. has blocked its access to cutting-edge technologies. Xi said, led by the United States, the West has implemented all-round containment to suppress China, bringing unprecedented challenges to China's development. That's it then. For the past 30 years, China has been working according to a plan. Now the plan is updated, responding to a nominal challenge, but actually providing the challenge. I like China and Chinese culture. It's just that they are, now as much as in the 1950s, the clear and present enemy. We are too busy dancing with our arms above our heads to notice. They're winning.